Yeah, I got the call. I can't remember the day exactly, but it was a bit late. Um, but no, I was really happy. It was important for me to be back with the team. It's been a while. It's been almost a year since I've last been with the team, so I was really happy, and yeah, I'm happy to be back.
Next will be Doug McIntyre from Fox.
Thanks, Michael. My question is also for you, Balo. Obviously, you missed a lot of time last season. Just curious where you are, with your health. Are you, how close to being back at your best do you feel that you are? And first impressions of Maurizio and his staff.
Yeah, no, it's been a while, as you said, but definitely I feel good. Injuries are behind me, and yeah, it was a tough period, but I think every athlete goes through that at some stage. And yeah, first impressions of Maurizio and his staff have been really good from me. They've embraced me, made me feel welcome, and the feedback I've got from the other players and staff, they're great people, and everyone's delighted to have them here. So it's all good.
Next will be Jonathan Tannenwell from the Philadelphia Inquirer.
Thank you, Michael. Hello, gentlemen. A question perhaps each of you could answer. What's it been like watching this team and waiting to return to it, and now you're finally back here? What have you seen of the games they've played, and what do you hope to contribute?
First?
You can go.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's like these opportunities we've been waiting for. Obviously, I feel like it all depends on us, on how we're at our club teams to be able to get these opportunities, So make the most of it when we come into camp, enjoy our time here, and do what we do at our clubs, but now bring it at a national team level.
Okay, Balo agrees.
Yeah.
We'll go to Jeff Carlisle from ESPN FC.
Thanks, Michael. Hi, guys. My question's for Alex. Obviously, you had a fantastic, last season with Club America. Yet you weren't part of the Gold Cup program. I mean, any frustration over that? Any disappointment over that? And how does it feel to be back for with the team, just for you personally?
Yeah, man, I'm happy to be back with the guys. It's been a long time as well, close to a year since I've been with the guys. But no frustration. Like I said, everything happens at its own timing, man. I said in past interviews, that's a decision that I have to respect, and that just makes me want to work even harder. Have a better season, and then along the way get these opportunities that I'm getting now.
We'll go to Daniel Schwartzman.
Thank you, Michael. Hola, Alex. Esta es para ti un fuerte abrazo en español. Tus sensaciones de volver a la selección y qué te has topado con Mauricio Pochettino y con el staff. Gracias.
Sí, feliz de regresar. Es una oportunidad que se me dio y se lo agradezco muchísimo. Pues pienso que he tenido un año muy bueno, que se ve el trabajo que ando haciendo, entonces nada, seguir sobre esa línea y seguir con esas mismas ganas en esta semana y media que me toca estar con el equipo.
Next is Thomas Floyd from the Washington Post.
Thank you for the time. This is for both of you. Mauricio has emphasized that this camp is perhaps the last opportunity for some new faces to join the mix. Just how would you describe the overall tone of this camp? I know it's still early in the week, but so far, just in terms of having established veterans in the camp, a few familiar faces, a few new faces, and then also knowing that the World Cup is now 10 months away, and that you're reaching a point where it's time to make an impression if you want to make the roster.
Yeah, I think with Maurizio coming in, the objective was clear that he wanted to bring the group forward. So as players, there's no surprise for us to be competing for places and positions. I think it's something we've done all our careers, and yeah, everyone wants to make an impression, and I think that's just natural. With such a big competition coming in 10 months, as you said, it's important to leave your mark.
We'll go to Sanjay Sujanthakumar.
Thanks, Michael, and thanks, guys, for your time. Balo, this is for you. It's obviously been a while since you've been in camp. I know it's only been a couple sessions for you so far this week, but there's some new attacking players, guys like Diego, Jack, who maybe you haven't played with before. You obviously have more chemistry with guys like Gio in the past, so just curious your impressions of those new attacking players, and how long do you think it could take to develop some chemistry with those guys, some of those new faces? Thank you.
Yeah, I think, as you said, there's some new attacking players, and everybody deserves to be here. The coaches picked players who he thinks can fight and show hunger and make a difference in the games. In terms of building chemistry, I don't think it will take too long. I think everybody's playing football at a high level. And yeah, as athletes and as footballers, as attackers especially, it's our job to look for creativity and to look for different ways to break down defenses. So for sure, I don't think it will take too long, and I'm looking forward to playing with everyone.
We'll go to Paul Tenorio.
Thanks, Michael. Well, this is for you as well. When you aren't getting called into camps and you know time is ticking down towards the World Cup, were you kind of worried at all? Were you thinking about kind of what you needed to do once you got here? How do you start to approach it now where you want to produce, you want to be productive and fight for your spot on the team, but sometimes when you overthink things, that takes you out of your game? How do you kind of approach that back and forth of fighting for a spot at the World Cup and making a good impression without doing too much, maybe?
Sorry, was that for Alex or?
Yeah, for Balo. For Balo.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's important to make an impression, as you said, but yeah, of course, that's part of the psychology to not overdo it, because things will just become more complicated. The harder you try sometimes, the more difficult it is. But no, when I wasn't getting called into camp, obviously I knew I was the priority for me is to be healthy. I mean, you can't do much if you're not in the field. But yeah, overall, I do believe that now I'm in a good shape and in a good way, and yes, it's something I've been doing all my career, fighting for my position and fighting to get in teams. So I believe that's a balance that comes more naturally to me.
Next will be Diego Gorostieta.
Michael. Hola Alex, esta pregunta es para ti. Quiero preguntarte un poco cómo has sentido tu regreso a la selección. Obviamente estuviste en las primeras 2 convocatorias con Pochettino, ahora vuelves al equipo. ¿Qué tanto sientes que ha cambiado y cómo sientes que esto puede impulsarte para en esta recta final ganarte un lugar de cara a la lista final del Mundial? Gracias.
Sí, bien, me recibieron como siempre. Como dices, estuve en las primeras 2 cuando llegó Mauricio Pochettino, y bien, tengo buenas amistades acá, que eso me da esa confianza para demostrar lo que vengo demostrando en el club. Y nada, sé que esta es una linda oportunidad que tengo que aprovechar para poder estar en la lista final, como dices.
Next is Mike Whitehall from Soccer America.
Thanks. If you could both comment on what you know about the upcoming opponents, South Korea and Japan, and what you might expect from them, and have you at practice and training talked about their styles of play and how to approach them?
I think I'll go first. I'll say we haven't watched much about the rival right now. Right now, since it's early in the week still, I think we're worried more about our style of play and what we need to do better, and I think that's for sure our focus right now.
Yeah, I agree with Alex. It's important that we take the time to focus on ourselves. A lot of players are new to the group or haven't played with each other in a while, so I'm sure Mauricio and his staff are trying to create the connections and build the way he wants us to play. And then as we get closer to game day, I'm sure we'll turn our attention to who we're playing against.
Next week, Party Katri.
Hi, you both touched on this a little bit already, but can you speak to the sense of competition in the camp especially with, it feels like a lot of spots up for grabs in the attacking positions.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great players who have been coming and going in through camps. A lot of players who also deserve to be here. But we got the opportunity this time, and yeah, just take advantage of it with the chances we get, the minutes we get. Obviously, it's good that they're able to see us here this week. So, yeah, just take advantage as much as we can this week.
We'll go to Cesar Hernandez.
Hey guys, thanks for taking the time. For Alex, just building off that, we heard that yesterday was a first team meeting at the camp. How much of that messaging from Ponch was that these roster spots are still entirely up for grabs?
Yeah, he definitely let us know that there's a bunch of people that do deserve to be here as well, and that he wants to be able to see everyone, so they can, I guess we each fairly get a chance. But then at the end of the day, it all depends on us and how we respond to those opportunities that are given to us.
We'll take a few more questions. Continue with Seth Bertelny.
Thanks, Michael, and thanks, guys, for doing this. This one's for Alex. Club America is such a big brand name in North American soccer, and so I wonder if, during your times with the U.S. national team, do you recognize that maybe from the reaction from the fans? Like, do you feel the presence of being a Club America player? And, what does it mean to you to represent this team with the U.S. men's national team when, not a lot of players have played for the United States coming from Club America?
Yeah, man, there's only been a few players who, from Club America, like in their time, that have come to the U.S. national team. I'm proud to be one of those guys now. When it comes to the fans, did you mean like the Club America fans or the U.S. fans?
Yeah, just that there are so many Club America fans in the United States. So, do you feel like that gets you more recognition when you're playing here?
Well, it definitely makes me feel proud, man, because like you said, and it's the truth, a bunch of Club America fans are everywhere. Every time we would play in Texas, I would joke around with one of the guys over here because I'll be warming up on the bench and they'll be yelling my name. So something that I appreciate for sure. And yeah, man, I'm excited that it's gonna be different because now we're on the East Coast. But hopefully, I can get that same love this weekend as well for sure.
Next will be Donald Wine.
Thank you, Michael. Hey, gentlemen, great to see you both back in camp. Alex, this is following up on the previous question. In your time away from the national team, as people have mentioned, you've taken your game to new heights with Club America. You're wearing the 10 shirt. That's a big deal for that club, as you know. But for fans who don't get to watch a lot of Liga MX, what about your game do you think has evolved the most as you've become one of their stars, and how do you think that translates to the national team?
Yeah, like you said, I did take a big step in my career. That club for sure has big players who's worn that jersey, so it's a big responsibility for me. And I thought I was in the right position to take it, right? And in regards to my game, yeah, I feel like it's like having that jersey brings this pressure, but like use that pressure for good, you get me? So I feel like that's something that I've had to work on in myself, dealing with that pressure. And then yeah, man, I think that's most of what I've been working on myself in these past seasons for sure.
Last question today comes from Andrew Jones.
Thanks, Michael, as always. For you, Alex, AZ, want to ask you, with your time with Andre Jardim, how he's been as a manager and your favorite of the 3 titles that you won, including 3 in a row with Club America. And for you, Balo, the chance to play against Kareem Lunamido, your strike partner, one of your strike partners at Monaco. Your thoughts of playing against him when you play Japan on Tuesday. So for you first time, Alex.
Yeah, man, I have great love, man. I appreciate Andre Jardine a lot. He's helped me reach levels that for sure I don't think I would have been able to reach. He's always putting this constant pressure on us, like workload, that he wants us to get better and better. And I think, like how you said, that the 3-peat shows like how hard we've been working and how hard as a group we've been playing on the field, and like just that union that we have, because it's not easy, especially down there in Mexico. Like, since tournaments are every 6 months, it's not easy to do something like that. And he's for sure going to be a coach that's going to be recognized for the rest of his life down there in Mexico, man, and he deserves it for sure.
Yeah, and with playing Japan, obviously, as you said, I'm going to be playing against my teammate Intaki Minamino. Yeah, he's my guy, you know. So I'm looking forward to playing against him for sure. But yeah, you know, we spoke about it before we left for international, that there'll be obviously no friends when we're on the pitch, and I'm going out there looking to get the win, and so will he. So it'll be interesting, but I'm definitely looking forward to that game. But obviously before that, we have to focus on Korea.
Thanks, Balo. Thanks, Alex. And thank you all for joining today. Again, for those of you in New Jersey, we'll see you at 3 o'clock today. For everyone else, we'll see you tomorrow, and have a good afternoon.